Hi, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? My name is Lubem. I'm a doctor in training and I make videos based on sex, relationship, and medical advice. In this video, I'll be talking about 6 ways you can last longer in bed or during sexual intercourse. So if you are new to the channel, subscribe. Don't forget also turn on the notification bell so that anytime I release a video like this, you can keep up. So don't go anywhere, stay with the video. Let's get into it. All right, so now I know lasting longer in bed is a very popular topic, right? And then people ask that question daily. And some most especially people, let's say married couples, right? Because they notice that when they were much younger, they used to do a lot more well than maybe when they become much older, it becomes difficult. But in a nutshell, if let's say you are not old, you're a young person, you have a partner, and you want to last longer in bed, what are those 6 ways? The first one on the list is you have to spend more time in foreplay. So foreplay basically is an activity whereby the two partners indulge in before actually having the sexual intercourse. So you have to spend more time in the foreplay. Why? A woman takes longer time to have orgasms, right? So it takes about 10 to 20 minutes for a woman to have orgasms. Meanwhile, for the male, it takes about 5 minutes. That's like a 10 to like probably 15 minutes difference. So if you're a man who cannot last up to that particular time, it will always be like you are disappointing her. It can be really, really embarrassing. So you want to spend more time in the foreplay in the sense that if she's highly aroused, when you arouse a woman to a very higher threshold, then it takes lesser time for her to have that orgasm. So let's say if a woman who is supposed to have an orgasm at 10 minutes, because you spend more time in the foreplay, it might take about 5. So you with the 5 minutes, well, that could be an advantage to you, right? So you have to spend more time in the foreplay. The second one is exercise. Now, I cannot even stop emphasizing on the fact where you have to be the kind of person that does exercise. Because one, exercise helps does a lot of things to you, not just one area of your life. It helps a lot in the body. So there are pelvic muscles. Pelvic muscles are just muscles that are helping to control your genitalias, right? Your manhood, your sexual drive, the one that is responsible for your penile muscles, for erection, and all of those things. This comes as an ability or the ability of the erectile muscles to contract. So if these erectile muscles are not strong enough, it will be very, very difficult for you to hold your sperm cells or you to hold your ejaculation. It will be very difficult because they are not strong enough, so you cannot hold it. But if you are the type of person that does exercise regularly, even if it's not regular, from time to time, it should be at least consistent. And there are many pelvic exercises where you can do it in order to strengthen your pelvic muscles. If you do that constantly, then be sure that you are definitely going to last longer in bed than you ever thought. And then the third one is this: your diet. Now, there are certain foods whereby you eat that probably affect you that you don't know. And now we live in a world where most things have become processed, right? There are many processed food these days. It's rare for you to see mostly natural food, unless you can see it, but people are going more into processed food. Now, I'm not saying this to attack processing food companies, companies who produce that kind. I'm not attacking them, but you have to keep a balance. If you are the type of person who drinks a lot of carbonated drinks, a lot, like too much in excess, you don't know how to keep a balance. That will affect you in your libido, your sex drive, and it will just make it very hard for you to last longer in bed. And sometimes you might not even notice it. You might think something else is wrong with you. Meanwhile, it's just this little habits that are causing you to not last longer in bed. Now, the fourth one, use of condoms. Now, there are different kinds of condoms, right? There are some condoms whereby if you use, you might not really be able to last longer in bed than you expected. But there are some condoms that are they were programmed, or let's say they are created highly for that purpose. It kind of like it modifies, or would I say it prevents the penis from actually having those sensory impulses that could cause it to ejaculate earlier. So there are some condoms that are very good for that aspect, that when you use them, although some of them are expensive, some of them are not really that expensive, but you just have to, when you want to buy those kind of condoms, you know which one you're buying for. Most of those condoms are very good in those aspects. They can help you last longer in bed because they kind of inhibit their action. It takes a longer process for you to ejaculate, so you can go with the condoms as well. Then the fifth one is desensitizers. Now that goes a long way with the condoms, although there are some creams, right? That's why I didn't put desensitizers under condoms or condoms under the desensitizer. So desensitizer, there are some particular creams that are being used, before sex. It is being rubbed around the dick, and what happens is it will do the same action, right? It will kind of temporary, not permanently, to just inhibit or block those sensory around the dick that pick up these impulses a lot. It's very, it's so enormous there. So what they do is they kind of inhibit or kind of block the action of it temporarily, just to make sure the man can last longer. Right, so if you go with desensitizer, there are creams, there are many creams, right? There are ones that are safe, right? They are safe, no side, there's no really any side effect as per se, right? All right, now the sixth one is medications. There are some certain drugs, there are some certain medications. Some of them come in tablets, some of them come in herbs, in liquid form, whereby if you take them, they will be able to, allow you to have that ability to last longer in bed than you expected, right? But what the side effect of these drugs is they have other complications. These drugs have other side effects that might affect you. Some of them are long-term effects, some of them are short-term. So all these six ways I've given you, I'm not saying you should use all of them. You can just pick like two to four, probably, or three that works best for you. And then the bonus one, which is masturbation. The reason why I was not comfortable or not to put masturbation in this, because not everybody is comfortable with it in the first place. Like some people have religious reasons. So I have some people, they are not just comfortable doing the masturbation, in the sense that you could actually masturbate before sexual intercourse and it will help you last longer in bed. But if you are not comfortable with it, like everybody have their own, principles, and they have their own ethics. So if it is not something you are comfortable with, you see that something being making you dirty, as a religious person or a Christian, you can go with the other six. So those ones you can just pick about 3 to 4 that works for you best, and then stick to them. Most especially the exercise part. You can pick 2 to 4 of the ones I've mentioned and to work with for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, also turn on the notification bell so that anytime I release a video like this, you can follow up. Also, if you have maybe a question you want to ask me privately, I always drop my email with my social handles in the description. You can send me a DM on those platforms. I will answer you. Or if there's a topic related to sex, relationship, medical advice, probably you want me to make a video on, you can leave that in the comment section too. I will make sure I make a video about it. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time.